Good evening, good morning, all. I hope my voice is audible. Yes. So please provide me confirmation so that we can proceed further. Okay. 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 Thanks for confirmation. Okay. So we will wait just 1 minute more, for others to join, and we'll get started. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, we can get started. So very welcome to all to this open community session on AI agent and MCP. I truly appreciate all of you taking time available on this weekend and to be here and showing interest to learn something new. So my name is Ajit. I'm working as a assistant vice president. So my expertise includes Python, statistics, machine learning, natural language processing, deep learning, generative agentic AI, and some of the cloud platforms such as AWS and Azure. I hold my postgraduate degree from IIIT Bangalore and master degree from LGMA, and also I'm certified Microsoft AI engineer. So this is a very short introduction about me. And without any ado, we can get started. Okay, so I will be in this session, guys. Okay, I will be giving you time to answer your query, address your query. Okay, so whenever I'm going to explain, so I'm expecting your concentration, full of concentration while explanation. And whenever I give chance, right, you can go ahead, ask your doubts, clarify your doubt. You can raise your hand. I will give the permission. You can ask, right? So there are lots of people, right? It is not possible to give the directly permission to all of you directly, right? Some background noise will be there. So if you have any question at any point of time, you can raise your hand so that I can give the permission to you. You can talk with me, address your question, okay, at any point of time. Okay. So I hope you will cooperate with me on this journey. Okay, great. So we can get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, thanks for confirmation. So here, I hope my screen is visible, right? Okay, great. So yeah, we can get started. So now the agenda of today's discussion. Okay, what is the we are going to discuss? Okay, so we are going to discuss. Okay, in the this is the two open community sessions. Later part also we are going to plan some more sessions. Okay, so today we are going to discuss what is AI agent, right? And why need of AI agent? Okay, why need of AI agent? Okay, so any question? Anyone in questions? Okay, no questions. All right. So yeah, we'll proceed further. Okay, so here what is the agenda for today discussion? What is AI agent? Why need of this AI agent? Okay, and tomorrow session, right? In the tomorrow session, we are going to discuss, right? In the tomorrow session, we are going to discuss what is the MCP. Okay, what is the MCP and hands-on practice also, right? What is the MCP and its client and server interaction we are going to understand. Right, very important topic, right? So before that, before understanding the MCP, we need to understand what is the AI agent, what is the need of this AI agent, and some of the, if possible, we can go ahead and we can build some hands-on practice also. Okay, some hands-on practice will be there to build this use case using this AI agent. Okay, there are lots of, as of now in today's right world, so there are lots of practical use cases of this AI agent and MCP clients and server in today's application in the business. Okay, we are going to build this hands-on, some practice. Okay, hands-on practice session will be there to build this AI agent. Okay, so any question? AI agent is similar. No, there is a difference. AI agent is different, and agentic AI is some different little difference. We're going to understand what is the difference between AI agent versus agentic AI. Okay, so this part we are going to understand. Yeah, definitely we'll get this recording of this session. Okay, we'll get this recording of this sessions also. No worry about the notes also. We'll get this and records also. Okay, guys. So yeah, so yeah, we can proceed further. Okay. So here, you know, right, in the today's digital world, there is a lots of data available, right? Too many tasks. Okay, and for this, all these tasks, we need to some manual work around it to accomplish these tasks, right? So this is the requirement here. And if you are doing these things manually, right? So it will become the right. We are slow at the repetitive tasks, right? And we are the limited, right? Let's suppose one person, right, working almost 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours maximum, right, in a right day to work on this, accomplish the task, given task, right? So if you are working manually, right, it will become slow to do this task, perform this task, or it is the limited working hours available, right? And it will become this some fatigue, some errors, right, due to this human interaction, right? So this AI agent, what will do? It will going to solve this gap. You can see what will do. So we are going to automate this repeated tasks and boring work, right? So let's suppose sometimes we are doing the copy paste work, right? Sometimes we are doing this report generation. Okay, sometimes we are doing this email, right? Email writing, email follow-ups, meeting schedules, right? Meeting reminders, right? And sometimes we have to maintain, create the and maintain of this dashboard also, right? So this all these things we can automate by using this AI agent. What will do? It will going to automate the repetitive tasks, right, automatically, so that human get this, right, some time available for the creative and strategic tasks or decision making, right? So this is the how this AI agent is very important. Okay, so here what we are going to understand, what is the AI agent, what is the importance of AI agent, right? So here if you see, we're this AI agent, right? We are working for this 20/7 without any breaks, right? Without any sleeps, without any breaks, any holiday, right? So it never get tired, and it responds instantly. Okay, so that is the use of this AI agent to handle the. Sometimes we have the lots of data, right? So we have to handle this lots of data, right? Thousands of customers we have to handle, right? Millions of record we have to handle, right? So in that case, this AI agent will be helpful, right, to handle this work around it, right? So that is the reason this importance of this AI agent to come into the picture. Okay, so here, so to make this right, to make this our right, the way of working, right, it will make very faster and better decision making, right? So this is the importance of AI agent. So without ado, let's get understand what is this AI agent. Let's suppose how many of you have utilized this chat GPT, guys? Okay, how many of you utilize the chat GPT for day-to-day works or any other works, right? I believe all of you, right? All of you utilize the chat GPT, right? Yes, yes or no, guys? Or anyone is there who not utilize this chat GPT at all? Any, right? Yeah, great. Everyone, right? All of you, right? You utilize the chat GPT. But do you know chat GPT, which model it is utilizing at the backend? Yes, anyone? Anyone knows ChatGPT utilizing which LLM model at the backend? So ChatGPT is integrated, right? Okay, someone is saying that Wiki. Okay, some right. So right, you might not right aware of this, right? Some of the you right have aware of this Chat GPT, right? Some of you has utilized the Chat GPT, right? Some of you have not utilized the Chat GPT, right? So this is the one kind of LLM models. Okay, what is this LLM model? We'll understand. Okay, but as of now, just understand one kind of model, AI model. It is being used in the Chat GPT. Okay, it is utilizing the Chat GPT. Okay, so let's suppose some of you not utilize the Chat GPT. Let me open this Chat GPT here. Okay, so here this is the Chat GPT. Okay, so this is a very simple Chat GPT UI. You can ask any question, right? Let's suppose here I'm asking this, explain what is prime number. Okay, I'm going to ask this question. Okay, I'm going to ask this question. This question act as one prompt to this LLM model at the, this is the Chat GPT interface. Okay, it is utilizing some LLM model at the backend. We'll understand which model it is utilizing. Okay, but I'm asking this user query. So this user query, whenever I'm going to ask this question, it will go to complete that question. Okay, so prime number is the whole number greater than one exactly to different position divisor one itself. That is called prime number. It is explaining this prime number, right? So let's suppose I'm asking another question here, right? What is quantum physics? Okay, so let's suppose I'm asking this, what is the quantum physics? Okay, so it is giving this response. What is the quantum physics? Okay, so here what we'll do, so we are asking some question and it is responding back. Okay, it is a responding back. Means here, what is happening here? Let's suppose, okay, so here we are asking this. This is the user. Okay, user is asking the question to the Chat GPT. Okay, this is the Chat GPT, and right, user is asking this question to Chat GPT, and from the Chat GPT we are getting the response. Right, as per the question, we are getting the response. Correct. So here the Chat GPT. Now you can see this Chat GPT utilize the some model. Okay, this Chat GPT, it utilizes some AI model. Right, so it is utilizes some AI model at the back end, right? Which model it is going to utilize, we are going to understand. Okay, it is utilize some model, right? So it is going to utilize some model at the back end to complete this user task, user question, address this user question, this Chat GPT, or you can say this AI model. It's going to perform at some reasoning, some thinking, and it is going to provide this response to the user. Okay, now we are going to understand, okay, which model it is going to utilize. Okay, first of all, let's go to the Chat GPT, OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI is the provider here, guys. Okay, so here you can see the AI model we are going to see. The AI model, it is a Chat GPT, let's suppose. Okay, we are utilizing the Chat GPT. Okay, Chat GPT. So Chat GPT, it is a developed by, this Chat GPT is developed by this OpenAI company. There is one company. The name of this company is the OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI is the company name. So this is the provider, right? So this is the creator of this Chat GPT. Okay, this is the creator of this Chat GPT. In the Chat GPT, they have utilized some LLM models. Okay, they have integrated some large language. LLM model is nothing but the large language model. Okay, it is called large language model. Okay, it is called large language model. So it has integrated this model. Okay, we'll understand what is the large language model. Okay, but as of now, just understand LLM is nothing but the large language model. It is trained on lots of data over the internet, open source data. Okay, it is the train. This is the one kind of model, AI model. It is trained on the lots of data. It can language data or a open source data, Wikipedia data, or any other data. It is trained open source data, and it has the knowledge, right? It has the knowledge, so that you can, whenever you are going to ask this question, it is going to respond back, right, to user query. So that is the reason we are going to call it the large language model, because it is trained on the millions and billions of parameter. Okay, so that is the reason it has the knowledge. Let's suppose we read one book. Okay, when we read the one book, so we require some time to read this book, and let's suppose someone are asking this question, we can answer. Okay, but sometimes we can misinterpret, right? Sometimes we can not understood correctly, right? So that is the things happening with us. Okay, but this is the large language model. It is trained on the lots of data. Okay, billions, millions of books. Okay, so it is whenever we are going to ask this question from this billions of millions of books, okay, over the open source data, it will give the response to this question. Okay, so this is the one kind of model we have developed. Okay, human model we can say, or synthetic model we can say. So it is able to respond to the user query. Okay, so this is called large language model. Okay, in the simple word. Now you can see this is the OpenAI company. So I'm going to type here OpenAI models. Okay, so you can go to the first link. This is the OpenAI. So here you can see these are the different LLM models. Okay, this is the OpenAI LLM models, and there this models having the series. Okay, this OpenAI models, right? This is the company. So they have provided this LLM models, large language models, and this large language model having the series of models. Okay, GPT series model. Okay, generative pre-trained models. This is called GPT means generative pre-trained models. Okay, transformer GPT, generative pre-trained transformer actually. Okay, generative pre-trained transformer GPT series model. Okay, GPT series model. Initially they have this, right? The GPT, right? GPT 2, which was not famous. Okay, GPT 3, GPT 3.5. Okay, GPT series 4, right? GPT 5. Okay, different models versions are there. GPT 5.1, 5.2. Okay, so these are the initially this was the model. Initially it is in 2018. Okay, in the 2018 or 2020 in between. So this was model, right? This was the model there, but it was not famous, right? It is trained on the less data. Okay, then they come up with this chart GPT-3 and GPT-3 and GPT-3 3.5. Then the market, this chart GPT comes into picture, right? Then in the market, this chart GPT comes into picture. Then new, right, new field, right? We can say generative AI come to the market. So everyone start learning what is the generative AI, what is the chart GPT, how it is performing this task very simple and very faster, right? We are just giving the prompt and this LLM is giving the response very quickly. It is going to writing the emails, it is summarizing, translating, it is doing the tasks what is the related to language, right? So this is the very much, right, changing, right? 2000 around 22 to 2023, this was the very turning point in this AI industry whenever the chat GPT comes into the market. Okay, then later part, right? So other pillars also, right? Other company also like Meta, Google, Grok, DeepSeek, they also come up with some different LLM models, right? These are the competition, right? This is the open, right? So everyone is in the competition, be in the competition. So they also come up with the different LLM models. So as of now, in this today discussion, we are not discussing upon this, right? Why, what are the different LLM models? Okay, but just understood what is the language models. Now we are just discuss upon this Chat GPT, one of the example, famous example. So now you can see this is the GPT series model, guys. Okay, so GPT-5 in the currently market available, GPT-5, GPT-5 mini, nano. Okay, so these are the different LLM models available. Okay, GPT-4, 4.1, GPT-5 nano. These are the different version of this model available. And then some of the models available for this video generation also, right? Some of the models available for text generation, some of the models available for video generation, image generation, some of the models are for audio generation. Okay, these are the different models we have. But now one of the model you can see, one of the model Chat GPT. Okay, the Chat GPT you can see here they have clearly mentioned the Chat GPT model using the GPT not recommended for APIs. Okay, GPT-5. Okay, you can see the Chat GPT model is nothing but the GPT-5 chart. Okay, this model is utilizing the Chat GPT. Okay, this part is clear, guys. Which model is utilizing the Chat GPT? The GPT-5, right? You can see this GPT-5. They clearly mention here the GPT-5 model. This is the LLM model, large language model. Okay, it is utilizing the Chat GPT. Let's understand this. What is this? The GPT-5 chart. It is a snapshot of previously using the Chat GPT. For the latest chart model, please refer this model page. We come use the Chat GPT 5.1 for the most API users, but feel free to use this GPT 5.1 chart model to test our latest improvement on the chart use cases. Okay, so this is the model is utilizing the Chat GPT. We'll understand what is the price, what is the input, what is the output, what is the context window, what is the max token output, what is the knowledge cutoff. This is very important. Okay, today discussion, this knowledge cutoff is very important. Okay, later part we'll discuss what is the context window, what is the max token, what is the price concern. Okay, and what is this batch inference also. Okay, whenever we're going to utilize this model in the batch, okay, they will give the 50% off Okay, whenever we are going to utilize in the batch processing. Okay, we'll discuss this part in the later part also. But in the today discussion, we understood one of the LLM models. Okay, so which chart GPT utilizes the which LLM model guys here? The GPT-5, right? So here I'm going to write now instead of GPT. Okay, instead of GPT, we have the different LLM models, right? From the Google also, Meta also, right? So here I'm going to generalize it. This user, right? User is going to ask this user query. So we are going to call as a prompt. Okay, user is asking this user query. We are going to call as the prompt. Okay, we are going to pass this prompt to the chat GPT means some LLM model, right? Some LLM models. We are going to ask this query to the LLM models. Just 1 second. Okay, all right. So now we are asking some question, right, to the LLM models. And this LLM, right? LLM models, right? Nothing but the, let's suppose one example is the chat GPT, right? Or other example is the different Gemini-based LLM models, some right? Some Meta-based LLM models are there. So whenever we are going to ask this user query, we are going to call as user query, we are going to call as the prompt. Okay, we are going to call as the prompt. And we are asking this question. Let's suppose we are asking this question. Okay, what is prime number? Okay, what is prime number? We are asking this query to the LLM model. What will do? So LLM model will generate. It is going to generate some response. Okay, it is going to generate some response here, right? It is going to complete this prompt. Okay, it is going to generate this response. Whenever this we are asking this user query to this LLM model, it will going to generate this response to the user query. Okay, fine. Let's suppose second time, right? This is the first question we asked, right? ChatGPT. The LLM model, it has get this response. We got the response here, right? What is this? What is the prime number, right? It got the response for this. We can call it the answer one. We got the answer one to this user query one. Okay, this was the question one, right? So this was the question one. And let's suppose we have the question two. Okay, this is the question two. So let's suppose we are asking another question. Okay, so what is? Okay, what is the quantum physics? Okay, so let's suppose what is the elasticity? Okay, I'm going to ask this. What is the elasticity in physics? Okay, so it will going to this question we are going to ask to the LLM model. So LLM model, what will do? It will going to answer this question. Okay, it will going to answer this question again, right? So because why it is answering this question? Because this LLM model is trained, right? This LLM model is trained on the billions of parameter and millions of parameter, right? So ChatGPT, like LLM, like ChatGPT, it is trained on the large corpus, right? Large corpus means the over the internet data, over the Wikipedia data, over the open source forums, right? Over the open source book also, papers also, right? It is trained. So that is the reason it has the knowledge, right? What is the prime number? What is the elasticity or any other general question we are asking? Okay, so you are getting this response to this user question. But let's suppose in the another scenario, I'm going to ask this question. Okay, so in the another scenario, so here where user is asking this question to the LLM model. Okay, this is the large language model. User is asking this question, right? So here, what happened? So let's suppose user is asking this question. What is weather in New York? Okay, what is the weather condition in the New York as of now? Okay, so this LLM guys. Okay, so this LLM. Okay, let's suppose I'm asking what is the weather condition today in the New York. Okay, but this LLM is not trained on the today data. Okay, this LLM is not trained on this latest data. That is called knowledge cutoff. Okay, we are going to call as the knowledge cutoff. So let's understand this. What is the knowledge cutoff? Okay, so let's suppose we are asking this, what is the weather in the New York? So LLM don't have the real-time data, real-time information. Okay, let's suppose we are asking this question, what is the weather in this New York City? Okay, today. So we are asking the latest information, right? So what will do? So this LLM, right? In this LLM, it will provide a response like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't have the context. Okay, I don't have the context to address this question. or I can simple write like I don't know. Okay, I don't know what is the current weather in this city. Or it can generate, it can give the answer. Sometimes it can give the incorrect response. Okay, that is called hallucination. Okay, that is called hallucination problem. So here, why it is not giving this response? Because you can see this LLM or not trained on the LLM has not capability to real-time search. Okay, this is the one kind of. Okay, let's suppose we are asking this another question. Okay, so who own Australian Open men's single title in Jan. Okay, or you can say January 26. Okay, I can simple like in 26. Okay, we are going to ask this. Okay, this is the first question. This is the second question we are asking. Okay, so this LLM having this not real time, right? A real time search capability, right? LLM has not having the real time search capability, but we are asking this question to the LLM, right? Or well, let's suppose some of the latest news, right? Some of the latest news is happening, right, in the latest month, and we are asking this query to the LLM model. LLM is not generating the response because LLM don't have the context. So now, why this is the right? You can see here the one part we understood. What is the part? So here, the first part is the knowledge cutoff. We can see the knowledge cutoff is very important. Means, so let's suppose in the chart GPT, it will utilize this LLM model as a GPT-5 chart model it is utilizing. And this model is trained on this date, September 30, September 2024. Means after that, this LLM model don't have knowledge. Okay, let's suppose something happened recently or in the 2025 or 2026, this knowledge, this model don't have the knowledge of 2025 or 2026. Why? Because this model has the some knowledge cutoff. Okay, and this is the for not for this model. Every model has the knowledge cutoff. Knowledge cutoff means this model is trained on this on and before the data on this date. Okay, this model is trained, okay, on the internet data, Wikipedia data, before on or before this date. Means after this date, anything happened, this LLM model don't know. So it will not going to answer correctly. If you generate this, it will be incorrect generate response, or it will not able to generate the response. Okay, sometimes. So that is the reason why it is called knowledge cutoff, because this LLM models train on or before that date. If you ask after this date, let's suppose after September 30, in the October, November 2024, I'm asking some questions. What is the recent news happening? So LLM has not knowledge about that, right, incident. Okay, so that is the reason LLM not going to answer that. So this is the very important knowledge cutoff part is very important. So this is the model is trained on this date, on or before this date. After that, it is not going to answer this. Okay, because this knowledge, this model don't have the data which is happen after this. At on and before 2024, it has knowledge. Okay, previous knowledge. But after this date, it is not having knowledge. Let's suppose I will go to the next model. This is GPT 5.2. Okay, now you can see this model having this knowledge cutoff date is the 31st August. So today is the right 26th February, but this model is trained on this 6 month back, around 6 month back. So let's suppose within these 6 months something happened, right? Some of the news happened, some event happened, right? So this model don't know what happened in this 6 month time. So let's suppose I'm asking one of the query to this LLM model, ChatGPT, GPT 5.2. So this model will not able to answer it, right? So this is the call knowledge cutoff. Okay, this model is the having this knowledge cutoff. Some limitation is there. Okay, one kind of limitation is this model cannot answer this after this beyond this date. And one disadvantage of this LLM model, it cannot be right have this capability to search on the net. Okay, so but we need to address this question anyhow, right? We need to address this question. So model don't have the context. So then what is the solution? Okay, we are asking this latest information to get this information, and this right this LLM right not having this knowledge, right? No, there is a knowledge cutoff, not getting the context. If the knowledge right LLM not having the context, then how it is generate? It will not generate anything. But let's suppose it has the capability to generate something. Then in that case, it will generate some incorrect response, and that is called hallucination problem. That is called hallucination problem in case of this LLM model. Okay, generating the incorrect response with confidently, okay, and without correct context. In that case, that is called hallucination problem. So we have to solve this problem. Okay, we have to solve this problem, and we have to complete this user query also. Right, these are the two challenges. We have to address this user query, and we have to not have to hallucination problem. Right, so these are the two things we have to handle. Right, this is the one thing at the user query we have to address this user query. Other is the don't want to this LLM to hallucinate. Okay, when this LLM not hallucinate, whenever this LLM having this some context about the query, then in that case it will not going to hallucinate, right? So let's suppose here we are asking this query to the LLM model, what is this prime number? Because the LLM is trained on this, right? What is the prime number? It has the knowledge, so it has given the correct response to this. We are asking this, what is the elasticity in the physics? We are getting this asking. It is giving that correct answer. Why? Because this LLM having the context and it is learned that knowledge. So that is the reason it is giving that correct answer. But in this situation, this LLM is not trained on this real-time data. Okay, or it has don't have the knowledge. In that case, what will happen? It has don't have the context. Then it is not possible to LLM to generate this correct response. In that case, it will going to generate this incorrect response. Okay, so that is called hallucination. We have to solve this problem. One is to address this user query, another is to solve this hallucination problem. So in that case, what we'll do, so let's suppose if what happen if we provide this context to the LLM. Okay, what happen if we provide this context to the LLM? In that case, LLM is going to give the correct response. Okay, so let's suppose here we are asking this user query. Okay, we are asking this user query. We are asking this user query to LLM model. Okay, this is the LLM model, right? This is the large language model. Okay, so we are asking this query. This query is nothing but the user prompt, right? This user query is nothing but we are going to call as the prompt. Okay, we are going to call as the prompt to this LLM model. Okay, and then you can see, let's suppose this LLM don't have the knowledge, right, to generate this response directly. Okay, because it don't have the context. So in that case, let's suppose we are going to provide some context. Okay, we are providing some context to the LLM model. Okay, we are going to provide some context. Okay, what is the user query? So user is asking. Okay, so here user is asking. User query is the what is weather. Okay, weather condition in New York City. Okay, what is the weather condition in New York City today night? Okay, let's suppose it is asking this question. Right, LLM don't have the knowledge, right, about the real-time search. What will do? So we are going to add one tool here. Okay, we are going to add one tool. Okay, so we are going to add one tool here. I will take your question. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, so let's suppose we are going to add one tool here. And this tool is nothing but I'm going to call this tool as a get weather. Okay, this tool name is the get weather. Okay, so now what we'll do, so we are going to attach this tool to the LLM. Okay, what we'll do, we are going to attach this tool to the LLM so that let's suppose whenever this user is asking this query to the LLM, so LLM having this tool, okay, LLM having this tool, this LLM will think and LLM will understand this query. I cannot answer this because I don't have the capability. So this query will pass to the tool. Okay, this tool. So this get tool, right? Get weather. It will get this weather for this particular city and it will provide this context. Okay, it will going to provide the context. Okay, it will going to get the context here. Okay, we'll get the context from this tool and then it will provide to the LLM. Now you can see LLM having the query, user query is there, right? User query. This is the user query LLM has. Now the context is there, right? The user query is there and user context we are getting. So then in that case, LLM will synthesize this response input and it will going to generate this response here. Okay, it will going to synthesize and it will going to generate this response here. Okay, it will going to generate the response here. Okay, it will going to generate the response. Okay, now this response is correct. Why? Because initially this LLM not having the the context. So that is the reason it is making some error. okay, making some hallucination problem. How do we try to solve this? So we have added one tool here. Okay, this tool is nothing but the some Python function. Okay, this, I will come to your question, guys. Okay, just 1 second. So tool is nothing but some Python function, okay, or any other function. Okay, it can be API call or it can be some business logic. So this is in the simple, we can write the Python function. I'm going to discuss, okay, what is the tool or how we can define. Okay, later part I will discuss. But this tool, right, whenever we are asking this query and this LLM, we are going to bind this tool to the LLM. Okay, and then user, this LLM can think, right, as per the user query, and it will decide I need to pass to the tool, and from the tool it will get this weather condition, and this context will provide the LLM back. LLM now think we have the query, we have the context, and based upon this query and context it is synthesized and it will generate the response. So we got this, we solve this problem now. Okay, now let me come to your question. Can we get the complete syllabus? What we will okay, uh, syllabus what we will going to training on. Jay Bhaskar. Okay, so currently you can see there is a batch is going on. Okay, recently we have started this generative and agentic AI batch. Okay, this is the batch. Okay, it started on the 2nd February, and this demo session is going on this batch. Okay, for this demo session, you can see these are the 4 demo session is completed here. Okay, these are the just demo session completed here. But right in the from the Monday will be one more demo session, 5th demo session on the Monday, and Tuesday onward we are going to start from the very basic. Okay, so this is the batch. Okay, this is the batch. You can see this is the started on the 2nd February, generative and agentic AI with the AWS and Azure cloud. And what is the syllabus of this batch? Right, what is the syllabus here? You can see if you go to the upcoming batches, right? So this is the batch, generative and agentic AI, started on 2nd February. This is the time, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST, Monday to Saturday. This is the WhatsApp you can join. And the course content, right? You can see the course content for this, right? So here, very detailed course content I have provided here. Okay, what we are going to cover in this course. Okay, this is the course we are going to, we have started. What is the, right, we are going to cover in this course. This is a very much detailed syllabus, but let me show you in the short also what we are going to discuss here. Okay, this is the syllabus. We are going to discuss the Python, deep learning, natural language processing, transform architecture, LLMs, generative AI, Hugging Face framework, like fast API, Streamlit, Gradio. Okay, then we are going to utilize this LangChain, prompt engineering, agentic AI, LangGraph, Trivia, multi-agent framework, Agno, MCP, right? So this is CI/CD, model deployments, workflow automation, right? And then cloud platform also. Right, so this is the high level syllabus we are going to discuss. If you want to go into a very detailed syllabus, this is the link here. You can, right, you can go here and search over this detailed syllabus. Okay, so I hope I address your question. Okay, so now you can see what is the sum, right? What are the sum get tool used to define the context? Okay, okay. So now you can see, guys. Okay, whenever you're going to practical, right, Sandrine, whenever you're going to practical, right. So this is the, whenever you're going to implement practical, we are going to understand, right, what are the tools, how can define the tools, how we can get the context from the tool. Okay, what are the some tool, right, get tools used to define the context? Yes. So here you can see, right. Let me go back. Right. So here you can see. So this is the tool, right? As of now, we have defined this one tool here. Okay, so here we have defined one tool, but there are multiple tools, right? As of now, we have defined this get weather tool. It whenever we are passing the city, in this get weather tool, we are passing the city near. It will get this context. Okay, and this context we are going to pass. This context we are going to pass the LLM model, right? So LLM model get the context. This context, what is the search, right? From this get weather tool, it will pass the LLM model. Now LLM has the context and user query. It will going to understand what is the user query, what is the context we receive. As per that, it will get the response generated. Okay, I hope you got the point now. Okay, so right, so here, okay, Jay Bhaskar, how many deployment we'll going to going this journey, MLOps or agent deployment? Yes, was Jay. So now you can see in this course, right? This is the course. In this course, I have completed, right? The previous batches also generative and agentic AI. So there we have deployed the multiple generative and agentic AI project, right? Multiple generative and agentic AI project. So you can go through the syllabus here, right? I have covered this syllabus around 90-day syllabus, right? You can see this is the complete 90-day syllabus, right? Right here, we are going to deploy on the AWS as well as this, right? Hands-on practice will be there, right? You can see here how can deploy, how can, let me showcase the some of the MLS pipelines also. We are deploy this on the AWS and Azure cloud also, right? You can see that this one, right? We are deploying Azure cloud, GitHub action will be there, CI/CD monitoring, traffic monitoring will be there, right? This is the one, two, three project we are going to deploy on the Azure. Okay, and this another cloud also we are going to deploy, two, three project we are going to deploy on this. Right? Yes, yes. What is the CI/CD? I'm going to discuss. Okay, CI/CD nothing but the what is the right continuous integration and continuous development. Okay, CI/CD nothing but the short form is nothing but the continuous integration, continuous deployment. So whatever we are going to build, right? Whatever we are going to build, we are going to deploy, right? So how we are going to deploy? There is a different way. Some is the GitHub action will be there. Sometimes we are using the Docker, right, to deploy this code, right? What are the build is completed. Okay, from this build, we are going to deploy this code within the CI/CD, right? What are the right? Let's suppose we are going to build some of the features. We are going to deploy this some of the features in the production. Later part, let's suppose we have to make some enhancement on that particular feature. We are going to make some changes on the right development side. So this is the CI. Okay, continuous integration, and then after this continuous integration, we are going to continuous deploy also. We're going to understand okay very much details how you can deploy okay in the using the CI/CD. Then you can see, yes, GitHub action. Yes, we are going to utilize the GitHub action. Yeah, GitHub action, and in the Azure, we are going to utilize this GitHub action and code also. Okay, both way are going to utilize for the deployment purpose. Okay. Junking in this class, we are not going to touch. Okay, but if you request, right? So I will give you the right how can you utilize the junking also. But this is the not a part of syllabus of DevOps, right? Jenkins, all this comes into the Terraform. It is a part of DevOps mostly. So it will take more time, right? So it is not possible to cover all this right pointer. But you can definitely touch upon this right GitHub action, right? Code deployment, or you can say Docker deployment. Okay, so we are going to discuss. Okay, I'm going to explain that. So what are the tools we are going to cover related to DevOps? Yes, there are the multiple tools, guys. Okay, there are the multiple tools we are going to cover up here, right? So in this DevOps, which will help for the DevOps, right? In the DevOps, let's suppose we are going to creating this right containerization, Docker image, right? Dockerization, containerization, some monitoring will be there, some right, some logging will be there, right? So we are going to cover up in this syllabus. Okay, and the application in deployment in the Azure Web App. Yes, Azure Web App also there and VM also, right? Virtual machine also. Okay, so Alan, we are going to deploy these applications on Azure Web App and VM machine also, right? Our Azure Kubernetes we are not going to touch. Okay, but this is the Azure Web App and VM machine we are going to target. Okay, and then we are going to utilize this some AWS cloud services also, right? For that purpose, any other services also. uh, what is the development tech stack for this AI implementation. Now, can see guys, okay, in the development, right, we are going to utilize this Python. Okay, and then we are going to utilize the NLP, deep learning, generative AI, agentic AI. Okay, and we are using the fast stack, Docker. Okay, so these are the tools we are going to. This is the we are going to call it the tech stack for this AI implementation. Okay, you got the point. One what tool we are going to cover the CI/CD kind of tools we are AI to show this hands-on. Yes, definitely, right? So we are going to utilize this Azure Web App virtual machine to right. We can utilize this. How can you utilize this for the CI/CD action, right? So that will be helpful for this implementation also. Okay, we'll discuss. Right, we can just go through the syllabus right here and here the previous batch. Right, what are the topics I have covered? Right, we can go through it so that you will get this more understanding about this, the syllabus, topic coverage, right? So this is the previous batch, right? Batch is the 435 I have covered. Okay, so any other question, guys? Yes, I can see the hand is raised. Yes, we need. We are going to utilize Venkat GitHub action. Okay, GitLab. You can see you can learn anything, right? You can see you can learn, right? Let's suppose we are going to learn this GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket. It is a more of similar one kind of source control management. Okay, source control tools. GitLab. You can learn the GitLab or GitHub or you can say Azure Bitbucket. That is fine. Okay, yes, you are audible.
Yeah, I had one question. The question is that if anyone is working on DevOps part, okay, like CI/CD pipelines using PowerShells or YAML code or Jenkins. No, sorry, YAML code and JSONs. So we'll be doing agentic AI using those things. The deployment will be using agentic AI.
Okay, now you can see. Okay, so what we'll do, so we are going to build a agent. Okay, we are going to build a agent
What do you mean
to
by agent? Is it like something with a related with AI?
yeah, we are going to do with this AI, right? Something we are going to do with this AI. Let's suppose we are doing this manually things, right? Let's suppose we are going to deploy the resources, right, in the Terraform. Let's suppose we are going to build these Docker images. We are going to manage or scale this using the AKS, okay, EKS, okay, or let's suppose any other DevOps tool, okay, monitoring, okay, or let's suppose
Yeah.
these are the services tools we are going to utilize on the day-to-day basis in the DevOps side, right? But how we can utilize this AI services, AI agent, in the agentic AI? Okay, in the agentic AI, we are going to understand how we can build this agent for our work. Okay, and with the help of agent, we can perform this, automate this task. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir. Suppose
yeah,
I'm saying, sir, my question is, suppose we are doing according to business requirement, suppose in ADF or Synapse, we are enabling suppose the triggers which were enabled after the deployment, which were need to be disabled, we, till now, what we have been doing, we have been creating the script, the triggers will get disabled in PowerShell. After deployment, automatically the trigger will get closed. But is it but creating an agentic AI, so you are saying using an agent, that what will that agent do? That automatic script will be created by that agent only, that human intervention will get less. Is it
yeah,
like that?
yes, correct. And
So
also,
still we are working to still to we are working. So we are working behind creating the agentic AI, right? If
yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Now we can see here, okay, just this is the one kind of application you are saying, right? But let's suppose we are right, we are doing these things, okay, manually. But let's suppose we are let's suppose we have to some other operation. Let's suppose we are just building. We have to create some triggers. We have to write some hands off. Let's suppose you are working the team. Let's suppose you are some perform some tasks. Okay, and other people are also performing some tasks. Okay, and we are going to deliver this one task to another team so that they can build, they can develop on top of this, and we can build and deploy. But this task, what are the tasks we are going to build? We are going to develop. We can do these things with the help of AI agent. Okay, how can you utilize this AI agent to
You are saying task. Suppose when we are in Azure DevOps, we are creating the task. One task is PowerShell, one is CLI command, one is say stop triggers, start triggers. All this will be performed by an agent.
yeah, correct. Yeah.
So,
So
till now, I have been doing what I have been clicking by in DevOps, clicking and
mhm,
adding those tasks. So that
mhm,
agent will do. So if an artificial intelligence is there, then if we are instructing the agent right to do that, so human
yeah,
intervention is there.
yeah, yeah. So sometimes, okay, it is a critical, right? Whenever the human interaction, there is a agentic AI, there is one concept, human in the loop. Okay, in the human interaction, whatever you mentioned, right? So this is called human in the loop. So sometimes what is the action, right? What are the control we are going to, what is the architecture of this agent or agentic AI? We are in complete in our hand. Okay, how we are going to design, how we are going to build and deploy. So this
These saying
architecture,
that no code, no code, no code, but code will be there, right? We need to know Python, we need to know YAML. Without coding, how will it go? How will agent will understand the coding part?
yeah, yeah,
We
we
have to
can
train that agent, right?
Yeah, we can see agent, right? We have to provide training means nothing but we are provide the prompt instruction to the LLM, right? This agent, right? And based upon this prompt instruction, based upon some training, okay, to the agent, so that it can accommodate that task. Okay, it can perform that task on the, let's suppose some repetitive task we are doing on the day to day, that can be
Okay.
task can be implemented with the help of AI agent. For that purpose, we have to give the some role, some goal, backstory to the agent so that it can understand very well what is your requirement, what need to perform, what is the input, what is the output, or what things we need to do. Okay, so this instruction we have to provide to the agent, right?
So
So
that
that
here the manpower is getting less because if we train one agent on DevOps,
Mhm.
so that agent will be doing everything, creating the task, the deployment. Like we used to develop, like we DevOps is a part of application as well as this thing. So we developer used to check the CI. So that agent will check everything. If a pipeline fails in a deployment task or something
yes,
like that, we used to
yes,
go
yes,
to
yes,
the logs. We used to check. So all
yes.
those agent will do.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. So here you can see in my previous right progress one of the project. Okay, so there we have implemented this agent for data gathering. Let's suppose one of the pipeline was there, okay, to data gather the audio data, and we have to generate the transcript of this data. Okay, in that case, use case, what we did, so here we have implement the AI agent. Okay, so AI agent, what it will do, it will understand, okay, whether this what pipeline is run executed successfully, and whether we got the extracted data particular or not. Okay, this is the agent validation agent was there. Okay, later agent, it was the second agent was there to extract the meaningfully extract the some keywords from that particular pipeline. Okay, the third agent was the generate the report insight from that. Okay, what is the recommendation? Right, this how we can generate this agent. So likewise, we mentioned, right, some agent can be, right, for login, monitoring purpose, right? So there we can, as per the requirement, we can build up the multiple agent. So we can have the permission, we can design the architecture accordingly. It can accommodate in the your
Be like the opportunity developers will get it. Like one agent will be there, one developer is training that agent is doing all the work. So many distributed work will get reduced, right?
yeah. Yeah, so we can say there are the multiple agent will be there, right? Let's suppose we are not
Yeah.
only one agent we are going to deploy, we are going to build. We have the different tasks so that we can have the multiple agent and this human, right? So what is the task we are doing? So we are going to implement this AI to avoid this repeated task. AI can, so our job or responsibility to manage that agent. Okay, so as of now, the agent, right? We are going to implement lots of use cases in the DevOps, right? In the monitoring side, right? In the DevOps, right? For the deployment side also, right? For the data extraction, data engineering side, or we can say from the banking side, compliance side, lots of time, right? Lots of areas AI agent is building, utilizing, right? But as of now, we are not giving the full control to this AI agent, right? So we are having this control over this because this
Okay.
agent, right? We have to control, right? Sometimes agent also can make some mistakes, right? So we have to understand that, right? We have to
Okay,
integrate,
okay.
we have to operate, right? So we this control will be in our human hand. Okay, how we can manage, how we can get the control, how we can perform the task, how we can implement it.
Okay, sir.
Oh, okay,
So
great.
agentic AI mainly with CI/CD pipelines. Like agentic AI will be used in CI/CD pipelines, MLOps. But when we are doing artificial intelligence or studying, so we are requiring this ML maths. So in agentic AI, we don't require any math.
No, no, not yet. Right? In the agentic AI, we don't require math at all. Okay, so here we are required to understand the prompt engineering is very important. Okay, and then we are going to understand how we can write those frameworks. Some of the framework will be required. Okay, so Python, some of the
So,
right.
so AI and agentic AI both are for a different field.
You can see this agentic AI. We are right. These are the extension of AI. Is the right the in the AI field we have the right. We have the different tool stack like machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, right, machine learning, right. We have the statistics, some mathematical concept we require, right. So we have to build up the ML models, deep learning model, natural language model, right. We have to some mathematics statistics will be required here at the back end to understand, and based on top of this, we are going to build some of the models. But in the agentic AI, what we'll do, so we are going to build, right? We are going to utilize some large language model, or we are going to create this AI agent. So for the particular tasks, okay. So in the traditionally, what is happened before the agentic AI? So what are the AI implementation, right? So we are utilizing the machine learning, deep learning models to implement all the solution. But now this AI agent will come to the picture. So lots of tasks. Okay, month, year of tasks. We are
So,
going to
maybe the people who used to work on the infrastructure part, they are into this. Means they will be deploying this agentic AI agent, and the artificial intelligence, all that taken up by the developers. Those into maths field or pure development field.
yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a
Yeah,
rush in the IT industry, sir. Like means from there was a like first it was like DBA, now cloud. Now it's like agentic AI. All this like
correct.
this, like the. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank.
There is a in agentic AI, you can see, right? We sometimes let's suppose there is a low code, no code platform also there, right? We can just write the prompt and we can get the design, right? With the help of we can design our complete AI or AI application, right? With the help of this AI agentic AI. But now, so we have to make some customization in our application, some business requirement. Okay, so we have to make some custom implementation. Sometimes we need to work around the cross application across the different application, different platforms, different integration will be required, different applications, right, different tools. In that case, some of the right no code, low code might not have that application integration. In that case, we need to have customer integration, customer integration within the tool,
We are
within the.
deploying agentic AI, sir, for any task, performing any task, that will be costful, right? Like if you're using any Azure services, till now, we have to pay something, like organization has to pay. But if you're deploying an agentic AI, any agentic thing we are doing, that means then that company organization has to pay for that.
Correct, correct. Absolutely correct. Yeah. So yeah,
So it
so that
depends upon the business. If business wants the AI related person or a person to do that, that is depending on everything on the business.
yeah, it's the most of the now you can see in the previously, right? The most of the solution is built using the traditional AI. Okay, and in the traditional AI, majorly focus on the machine learning. Okay, to implement this solution. But nowadays, the every business, right, is inclined toward this generative and agentic AI solution. Okay, let's suppose we have built up this AI application using the machine learning, traditional AI. So now they are transforming that solution into the agentic AI use case, generative AI use case to solve that, right? Because there is a lots of, right, the pros, right? You can see in the whenever we are going to implement this generative AI side, we are getting the, right, the most of the work done in the very less time, and we are getting this task done, right, efficiently, faster, and we are going to build the solution very faster, easily, and in the market is available, get ready. So that is the very good, right, to implement this solution in the generative and agentic AI. So most of the business requiring this implement the solution in the generative AI, agentic AI. In the generative and agentic AI field, sometimes, right, we have to do the custom integration. In that case, we have to learn Python also. Some coding knowledge will be required. So that is the reason this Python also important to learn one of the coding language along with these tools, along with this generative and agentic AI. Okay, so that is the importance. So that is the reason we are going to implement this Python in this course also, so that we get the understanding of Python. We can implement, customize this as per the business requirement. Okay, all right. So yes, Sadrin, Keshav, yes, I can take your doubts, guys. Okay, there are lots of doubt. Yes, you will get this, Bharat. You will get this recorded. No worry. Chatbot is also going to cover this session. Yes, Priyanka, definitely. Chatbot also we are going to cover, right? And in the AWS, will you touch this AI agent? Yes, yes, definitely. In the AWS, we are going to understand how we can create this AI agent. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I think most of your explanation answered my question. I just wanted to know the difference between I'm currently in your AI batch, and I was like, that's a lot of different courses, and how do we differentiate? But I think you already answered the difference between like machine learning, AI agent, and agentic AI. So now I kind of understand the difference. So I'm good.
Okay, okay, great. Nice. So yeah, Keshav, you can go ahead. Why do you don't take this session in more IST in the evening? Uh, Venkat, actually, right, I'm working, right? So I generally do have the meetings in the IST, right? 8 8 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. or say, right? So that is the reason I'm avoiding this. Okay, 6 p.m. time IST. But right, 7 p.m. right, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I generally do have the meetings with the client. So that is the reason I'm not taking these classes, right? After 8, right, I'm going to available for this conducting the classes, right? So yeah, that is the one restriction I have. So that is the reason I'm not conducting this as a 7 p.m. Okay. Okay, all right. In the morning, right, there are the one batch is going on, so that is the reason I'm also not able to take this. Okay, but in the 6 a.m., there is a one another batch I'm going to plan. Okay, we'll discuss on this part. Okay, which batch we are going to. Most of the learners, right, requested for this. Some of the certification batch, like Azure AI engineer certification batch from the Azure. Okay, so that is the reason I'm going to plan for that batch in the 6 a.m. IM morning. Okay, but this batch timing will be the 8:30 p.m. IST. Why we are stuck on the topic 5 for the 5 minutes now? Bharat, yes, you can say. Here guys, okay, no worry. I will take yours, right? Your questions here. Okay, so now we are going to discuss. Okay, I will pause and I will take your doubts also. Okay, but as of now, just focus here, guys. Okay, if you have any question, just concentrate here. Later part, I will take your all the doubts. Okay, no worry. Any question? Hmm? Six plan. Okay, Venkat, no worries. I'm going to write down this same also. Okay, but this sessions, right? This batch, I like most of the learners, right? Previously, this match also held on the morning, so that is the reason most of the learners also request for the evening batch. So that is the reason I this batch is scheduled on the evening. But in the future, right, we'll plan for the morning batch also. As of now, I have this morning another batch in the morning. Okay. Jay Bhaskar, what is your question?
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
So I have a question, sir. When we are creating agents and all, means if we are learning how to create agents and multi-agents, do we need to understand microservices?
No, not completely not. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
because every agent will be having its own task and some thing can what you call interrupt and might be if the what you call the call is more on the particular agent, other things can go down. So do we need to understand microservices so that all agents can be handled and how to deploy that those agents so that
no,
other agents are not interrupted or uh,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
got your point. Okay. So now you can say, right, microservices like Docker, Kubernetes, right? So here we are having the orchestrator, right? This is the orchestrator to manage all this, right? Container, right? But in this field, right, in the AI agent, right, we are going to build these different AI agents, agentic AI, right? So here, what we'll do, so we are going to create a sub agent, okay, and there will be one main agent which will going to orchestrate all the sub agent. What kind of tasks it will going to perform this first agent? Sometimes we have the sequential agent, sometimes we have the parallel agent, right? So sometimes we have the parallel agent. This agent will be dependently, automatically, and independently work towards this sub goals, and it will perform this, and it will this main coordinator, right? Main agent will be coordinate among it and get the task done autonomously. Okay, this is the beauty of this AI agent, agentic AI. But some of the agent are sequential agent. Okay, so your one agent is going to perform the task. It will hand offs to the second agent. Second agent will take this input and it will perform some another task. It will hand up to the next agent. Next agent will take the input of the second agent. It will perform some task. And this how this orchestration with the help of managed by agent the main agent. Okay, so then one of the use case are quite possible, guys. Okay, tomorrow session I will going to showcase if possible how you can manage this sequential agent to perform this some task automatically. Okay, if possible, I will going to showcase the tomorrow. Okay, but now you can see. I hope I have answered this user query.
Okay, I hope unless you have answered, but I think I have not understood. So here, just I want to understand one thing that okay, they are multi-agent. For example, the project which you are talking about, web scraping and data collection and sending mail kind of thing. So when example we tell that okay we want to have all the financial data of this related, so the and then you have to send a mail and in sequentially we are getting a task from other employees in the company that okay I need this kind of data, and when the system is searching around, it is the query is higher on the searching around on the web crawling or anything side. So and then it will having another task. So some employees are doing web scraping and some are doing a sending mail, some are doing another analysis of 4 5 agents are built. So do we deploy the agent kind of a microservices way where it is according to the infrastructure which we have, or we don't we deploy all the agents in one go at a particular location without following this microservice architecture where you are telling one orchestrator is there they will be only taking care which need to be executed and which need to be moved to next level.
Okay, okay. And now I got the clear picture. Okay, now you can see. So in that case, you can definitely go with the microservices. Okay, for this orchestration. Okay, because let's suppose this is the agent are session specific. Okay, let's suppose we are going to let's suppose that there is a lots of traffic on this user application what we built with the help of generative and agentic AI. and we are deploying the right agentic AI application, and we are lots of user is consuming this application particular, okay, for the same time. So in that case, how it is going to manage, right? So that is a right. In that case, you can see we have the multiple, right? We are going to implement this orchestration. You can use the microservices for that purpose. This is a different perspective. Okay, in that case, you can go ahead with this microservices, or you can go with this other services also to implement this, right? You can go with the auto scaling here. Let's suppose we are implemented, we can go into auto scaling, right? At load balancing. Let's suppose that some traffic is going to handle. We are going to distribute this traffic on the different machines, right? So that it will going to handle this traffic, and this we are going to deal with, right? The different sessions. Okay, this is the user. Let's suppose user is asking at time only one question. Okay, but there are the multiple user asking the multiple questions, different user asking different question. Those response, right? It will pass through the some of the request, and it will going to get the response. Why? How it is getting that? So it is getting the session, right? Specific sessions have the specific, right? This agent will be on the specific session specific. If some different user have the different, but to right, the request is passing to the one agent. In that case, you can definitely consider this microservices, okay, orchestration to implement this to make it scale, okay, at the scale of this, right? So that we can get more better experience, okay, to the user. So that is the correct approach. Yes, just ask in that case. But in that case, right, if you are in the agentic AI, you are building the agentic AI agent, this role will not be your side, right? This responsibility will not be your side. If you have the right that knowledge also, that will be helpful to right implement, build, right, and deploy also. But in this case also, we are going to understand what is the Docker, right? How we can build this using the GitHub Action Monitor, auto scaling, right? This kind of solution we are going to implement, and we are going to hands on practice also this. Yeah. I hope, Bhaskar, I answer your query. Yes, any question, guys? Keshav, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for answering questions. So once we are implementing one agent, then we will able to understand that how this will be done in agent, because we understand bit by bit all the things. But
Yes, yes.
deployment part is really tough, which I have heard from friends that knowing knowledge everybody has, but deployment will become very difficult. So
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah. It
thank you
is.
for your answer.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. Okay, no problem. We are going to discuss, right? Which is already I have previously deployed, right? Deploy, monitor, right? This all these things in this course also. Okay, but here also in this session also we are going to deploy so that you'll get this more hands-on and understanding. Okay, all right.
So, yeah, basically, I am from cloud and DevOps background.
Mhm.
How this is useful for me, sir? This is purely for developers, or
No, no, actually not for the developer, right? As of now, you can see this traditional, right, machine learning was the pure for the developers, right? But this agentic AI and generative is not for the pure developer. The people don't have the coding knowledge, okay, or they can learn this coding now with the help of Python, which is a very simple language. But let's suppose not for the developers only, right? Let's suppose there are no lots of businesses require this, implement this solution, right? On the let's suppose you are in the DevOps side, you are in the data engineering side. So let's suppose you are doing your tasks repeatedly, you are doing some tasks and your day-to-day work. Let's suppose I'm data engineer, I'm going to run the pipeline, I'm going to validate, make a validation report, and you can create the dashboard. Okay, so for that purpose I require 2 3 tools, and in that tools how can you implement this AI, right, to make this automate the things. Okay, there I can utilize as a data engineer. I don't have to this developer here, right? But let's suppose in the DevOps side I'm going to monitor the cloud services. I don't have the knowledge of coding, right? How do I can learn? Okay, for that purpose, in this course, we have include the Python course so that you can get the understand the Python, and then how can customize, how can build this code, okay, from the scratch, a application code, we can going to understand. But let's suppose you don't want to make a complete transition to the AI field, okay, but in the your field, in the DevOps, there are the services, right? So what are the services? What are the tools we are going to utilize? Those tools, those services, we can integrate the AI tool there. Okay, so let's suppose we are doing this some dashboard monitoring. Okay, so in that case, we are going to create one day agent. So it will going to perform some monitoring dashboard. It will going to understand. It will going to give the alerts, triggers, right? What are we are going to manually write things. It will give some email notification, some right, some meeting notification, or any failure notification. What are the triggers we are going to implement? We can implement it with the AI agent. We can what are the tasks we are doing, right? Some of the tasks we are going to data migration. Okay, we can doing the some containerization orchestration, or we are doing this some other login mechanism, right? So in that case also, what are the tasks you are going to perform on the day-to-day basis? How can do with the help of AI agent, building the AI agent to make the simpler task, okay, repeated task. Okay, so as of now, right? We are learning, we are understanding, then you can implement this later part. Okay, but you should understand, you can learn either way. You can do it by in the code, you can do it in the low code, no code also, right? So this is the other option. But to get this more customization, we can have this coding side also, right? The coding that will give the more customization across the more different platform, different integration tools. So in that case also we can learn and implement this knowledge in your domain. Or if you want making the company the AI, that is open. Everyone, this is the open generate AI, right? This generative and agentic AI, everyone can learn these tools, hands-on practice, right? And when you can in the position, so that you can make the transition also in the complete AI field also. Okay.
Sir, my last question. Sorry for asking more questions. So, so my day-to-day activity, once I got the services information, I can provision the services, database, front-end, back-end, all the cloud services. Then, I can create a CI/CD pipeline for the deployment. And once the deployment done, that's it. I can hand over to the project team. So in that case, how this is useful for me, sir? Yeah. Just I would like to understand, sir. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah. Definitely, I'm going to join, but how can I use this in our day-to-day activity? Purely, I'm taking care for DevOps, GitHub Actions, Jenkins, ADO, Argo CD. Then we are provisioning a lot of services, AWS, GCP, OpenStack, private cloud, those type of area we are working. So how can I, if I join this course, how can I utilize this AI services in my day-to-day activities?
Yeah. You can see, you mentioned, right? We are going to get the requirement, and we are going to transform that requirement into building the solution, right, for your use case. Okay, but let's suppose whenever you got the requirement for the deploying the resources. Okay, so as of now, there is no Terraform, right? So we need to search, right? We need to search the script for the Terraform. We have to create the script for the Terraform, and then we have to integrate the different integration, different credential, and we can deploy that Terraform to get this execution of the deployment of the service different, right? But now let's suppose, right, we have the requirement, particular requirement clear. We got the requirement document, SOP document. On base of that, what will do? We are going to create, right? We are going to create this. Let's suppose we are going to utilize the agent here to write the script for your application. Okay, so let's suppose what are the things we are doing? We are writing the script for this deployment, right? For the Terraform to deploy. So in that case, this AI will be help you to create the script. Okay, and not only create the script. Let's suppose what are the inputs. Okay, it should be validated, right? Let's suppose what are the input we have. Make sure that we are implemented correctly. Sometimes manually we can miss out. Okay, we have to rebug, retrain, we have to redeploy, right? But in that case, this AI will be help you to the make this implement correctly with the as per the requirement. Ensure that 100%, right? What is the input, the services required? What are the endpoints? What is the credentials? How we can integrate? What we are sometimes we can have the can miss out the some security constraint also. Security gap will be there, right? So in that case, what is the correct way to interact with the different services or among the services, right? In that case, we have to apply this AI solution so that it will give the not only the particular script only for you. You can get the script anywhere, but how you can make in the interaction with these different services and how you can implement in the end to end correctly, right? That is also motive to do this job, right? We are taking the lots of time to do this, but whenever we're going to implement this AI agent over there, we can definitely have this right in place to make this solution scale and faster and end to end. Okay, so that is also important to have this. Not this is just one example I have here. Okay, we can correlate for the multiple examples also. Okay, in that case.
So my understanding, I can create this type of application. I need to host our in-house or in the cloud. I need to make up and running this application. Then I need to give all the input to that agent. It will process and it's give me the answers or give me the output for all the processes, right?
Yes. Means within the short period of time, based upon your required, it will going to build the solution, ready solution for you. Okay, within the short. Okay, what are the tasks? We got the clarity. What are the things doing manually? Instead of doing the things manually, it is able to do these things right the automatically on behalf of you. Okay, what is the requirement? Based on the requirement, it will going to deploy. It will going to create. It will going to write and can deploy and can monitor also. Okay, so this kind of
Sir, if I joined this class, I can create the agent. For example, I got the project. I need to
Uh-huh.
create some service, 10 services, 10 web app, 10 VMs. Then I need to, I need to create a database. Then so it's done. I have the database file. I need to restore it into the database server in the SQL Pass service. Then I need to create a pipeline. I need to like a pipeline for intercommunication. I need to create a service connection. Then I need to create a build pipeline. Then I need to create a release pipeline. Then I need to do a test deployment. If all working fine, I need to hand over. This is my task. So for this activity, if suppose if I learned this course, if all the activity, can I do something related to AI? I just I would like to express to my company. Like this is I'm day to day I'm doing manual things. This is I automated like this using AI. Can I do
Okay.
it myself? Is it
Yes.
possible?
Yes. Definitely, definitely. From this course, you can definitely in the position to create this agent to automate this task or perform this task. Okay, definitely. So, yeah. So let me showcase
So
one example.
even I don't know much about Python. Can I do it, sir?
Yes, yeah, we can say in this course, right, we are going to discuss on the few days on the Python, so that once we get the familiar to the Python, then we are going to start building this AI agent and all these things, guys. Okay, in this course. Okay, we are not directly jumping on this building this AI agent. Okay, we are gradually one by one step we are going to up, and then we are going to build. We are in the at the last of this course, we are going to in the position we can build this AI agent independently, right, without anything extra we required out of this course. Okay, so you can in the position to build this AI application, AI agent for your tasks, daily tasks without any external things. Okay, so that is the this course is designed like that.
Excellent.
Okay, so now you can see, guys. Okay, I will come to your question again. Okay, so now without any right, so I will come to your question. Now let's discuss on this part. Okay, so let's suppose we are asking this user query. Okay, we are asking this user query, this prompt to the LLM. What will do this LLM, right? We are going to integrate this tool, right? So whenever we are going to ask this question, what is the weather in this newer condition? Because LLM have the capability, right? Not having the capability to web search. So in that case, what will do? So we are going to add one tool, right? We are going to add this tool. What will this is the Python tool. Okay, we are going to develop one Python tool. So this tool hit the API endpoints. Okay, sorry, this tool will going to hit this API endpoints. Okay, this tool is going to hit this API endpoint to get this response from this get weather for this particular city. Then this context will pass to the LLM, and LLM have the context and this user query, it will going to generate the response. Let's suppose in the second time. Okay, in the second time, this user is asking another question. Okay, in the second time, this user is asking this another question, second question. Okay, so it is asking this second query. Let's suppose it is asking to database. Okay, let's suppose I want to fetch the particular records. So LLM don't have the the capability to directly deal with your database. Okay, so until the in that case, this agent, right, user is asking, I want to fetch the particular records. Let's suppose what is the sales of this third quarter. Okay, sales report or sales report for third quarter or fourth quarter. Okay, sales report for this third or fourth quarter. So this is the user query, but LLM don't have the knowledge of the database. Then in that case, how this question will be addressed? In that case, what we'll do, so we are going to create one more tool. Okay, we are going to create one more tool here. And this tool is nothing but to integrate with this database. Okay, this tool is going to integrate with the database. Okay, this tool is going to integrate with the database. Okay, in the database, we are going to write some Python, right? So we are going to, let's suppose we have the knowledge on the some JavaScript or any other script or Python or it can any language. Okay, but majorly in the AI application, we are going to utilize the Python language. So we are going to write some Python logic to connect with this. We are required the some database connection, right? So we require some database credentials to connect with the database, right? Whenever this user is asking this query, the LLM will think, right? So I need to get this report, right, for the quarter 3. So I don't have knowledge because this LLM is not in your personal data, right? The company data. So we have to what to do? So we are going to create this tool, database tool. In the tool, we are going to write some logic here. Okay, so how can connect with the database? Okay, this kind of logic we are going to write, and from this, right, we are getting the fetch in this context. Okay, we are going to get the context. We are going to pass this to LLM. Now this LLM having this, right, the query and context, and it will going to generate this response again for this user query too. Okay, let's suppose we have the different tool again. This we have the different query. Okay, the query 4 we are going to ask. Okay, let's suppose we want to get some result. Okay, web search result. Okay, so let's suppose we are having the web search. Okay, and in that case, okay, any API call or any, let's suppose is asking some query for the who is the CEO of, right? Let's suppose who is the CEO of some recent company. Let's suppose new company is there. Okay, and who is the CEO of this? Let's suppose OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI company. Okay, so here it will go to this, right? It will go to the LLM. Let's suppose LLM don't have the knowledge. In that case, if the LLM has the knowledge, it is trained, it will give the directly response. But let's suppose it is not having the knowledge, it will going to go to this web search tool. Okay, this query will pass again to the web search tool, new tool. We are going to create one more tool here. Okay, as per the requirement, we have to create the different tools. Okay, as per the requirement, we have to create the different tools so that user will with this query will pass to the this tool, and from this tool we are getting this result back to this LLM. LLM will synthesize this the query and the context and generate the response again. Okay, so we understood this means what we understood. So this is the now this become the AI agent. Okay, so here we have this LLM plus tool. Okay, LLMs plus tool is nothing but the our AI agent. Okay, this LLM plus tools we are going to integrate. Then this become this AI agent. Okay, then we can go into call it the AI agent. Okay, means we have the agent is there. Okay, LLM is there, but LLM is not answering every query, right? What is the train? It is going to answer definitely, but it is not trained. Then in that case, we are going to utilize the external knowledge to get answer this, right? So in that case, we are passing this prompt. Okay, in that case, we are going to pass this prompt as a user input, and we are getting this response back. Okay, we are getting the response here. This is the LLM, and this is the tool, and this is called AI agent system. Okay, this is called AI agent system. This LLM, guys. Okay, LLM. What is this LLM? I will come to your question, guys. Okay, no worry. This LLM. Now, okay, say this is the LLM. LLM is nothing but the brain of this AI agent. Okay, this is the nothing but the brain of. Okay, this is the brain of AI agent. LLM is nothing but the brain of agent. Okay, LLM is nothing but the brain of agent. What is this brain? Brain is going to think, right? This brain, it is going to think. Okay, brain is going to think what need to be do. Let's suppose user is asking this question, it is going to think. Okay, it is going to think what should I do? Okay, what need to do? Okay, what need to do? It will going to think. Okay, whenever this user is asking, then this is the LLM. LLM is nothing but the brain of this AI. It will going to think. Okay, it is the brain of this AI. Okay, very important, right? LLM is the brain of this agent. It is going to think what need to perform as per the user query. Then this tool, what is the tool? The tool is nothing but the, okay, this is the tool is nothing but the hands and leg. Okay, we can say it is a tool is nothing but the hands and legs of this AI agent. Okay, the tool is nothing but the hands and legs, okay, of this AI agent. Okay, so for that purpose, what we, right? This is the tool. Okay, these tools is nothing but the hands and leg of this AI agent. What is this hands and leg? To perform this action, right? To perform this action. Okay, to perform this action, perform some action to get the context, right? Some action to get some context. Okay, to get some context, and we'll pass this context to the LLM, and LLM will process that and it will get the response. Okay, so now I can see. So this is how we understood what is the AI agent. AI is nothing but the LLM plus tools. LLM is nothing but the brain of agent. It will going to think what need to do as per the user query. It will going to understand the user intent, and then it will perform this task. Okay, sometimes it is a doer by itself, then you can perform that task. Sometimes we try to require some external file, external database, external API call, web search, okay, anything. Okay, so in that case, you can see these tools are nothing but the hands and legs to perform this action. What we are going to utilize? In that case, we are utilizing sometimes the tools are nothing but the some database. Okay, some database file will be there. Okay, or some of the right the let's suppose API integration is there. Okay, sometimes we have this file system is there. Okay, some we are going to interact with the file system. Okay, sometimes we are going to interact with the web search. Okay, these are the different tools. Okay, sometimes we have to some monitoring and login purpose also. Okay, monitoring, login purpose. Right. So these are the different tools, guys. Okay, we are going to design different tools. Okay, sometimes we are going to deal with this. Let's suppose Docker, right? Docker containerization. In that case, also we can create this one tool. Let's suppose we are going to deal with the PDF data. In that case, we are going to create one RAG as a tool. Okay, one database RAG PDF data. In that case, we are going to create the RAG as one tool. Okay, so it's a depend which service we are going to utilize here. So we are going to create one tool. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to utilize this database service. I'm going to utilize one of the pipeline. I'm going to create one pipeline as one tool. Okay, one service as one tool. Okay, code debug. I want to debug the code. I'm going to create one tool as one debugger called debugger. Okay, so these are the depend, right? How we are what action we are going to perform. We are going to create that tool. Okay, so these are nothing but the examples of tools. Okay, all of these are nothing but the examples of tools. And then from this, as per the user query, this LLM, right, will pass to the this tool, and this tool will get the action to be performed, and it get the context, and then it will provide to the LLM, and it will get this synthesize this query and context, and it will generate the response. Okay, so now let me go to the question. Are we going to use the free tool or paid tool? Ilan, you can see here. Okay, so in this tool, right, we are going to utilize this. All right, we are going to customize this tool. Okay, throughout this course, we are going to customize these tools. Okay, throughout this course using the Python coding. Okay, Python SDK. How can we build this AI application with the help of Python SDK? We are going to create this chatbot. We are going to create the agent, and in that for that purpose, we are going to use the different framework like LangChain, LangGraph, Agno, MCP. These are the open source, and these are the free of cost. Okay, some of the tools we are going to utilize some, let's suppose no code, low code tool like N10 or different like this one, right? You can see this N10 or Make is the tool, any specific tool. These are the right, some of the free source. Make is the free, N8 is the, some free trial will be there. After that free trial, we have to pay for the business. Okay, but for our learning, we can utilize for 15 days, 20 days free of cost. Okay, so we can definitely we are going to utilize in Make. Okay, yeah, you can see Azure Bedrock also there, right? Azure Bedrock also we are going to cover up. We are going to utilize this. Okay, we are going to cover up in this course syllabus. Azure Bedrock, we are going to create. So Azure Bedrock is the right in the free trial we can going to utilize free of cost, but in the paid tier in the industry we have to utilize this paid one. Okay, Bedrock is the yes AWS, right? Bedrock is in AWS, correct, Jay? Okay, so we are going to touch what is the Bedrock, how you can create this Bedrock agent in the AWS cloud. So here we are in this course, right, we are going to create the free tier account so that you can utilize it freely, free of cost. But later part, whenever you are going to implement in the industry will pay for this. Okay, but we have to implement that for them. Okay, got it. So let's go back now again. So now you can see be concentration now. Okay, guys, be concentrate here. So now you can see, let's suppose we have this one kind of agent is the React agent. Okay, one kind of agent is the React agent. Okay, what is this React agent? If you see here, this is the made of two terms. This is the RE. RE is nothing but the reasoning. Okay, this is RE is nothing but the reasoning. Okay, and this is the second term is nothing but the action. Okay, it is a reasoning and action. Okay, we are going to combine this reasoning and action, and this kind of agent we are going to call as the React agent. Okay, this is called a React agent. Okay, mean this agent we are going to build based upon this React framework, guys. Okay, this is the one framework. React is one framework. What is the React framework here? You can see this is the React framework. What we are going to utilize? So there is the some action. Okay, some think will be there. Okay, some thinking will be there. First component is the think. The second component will be the some action, and third component will be the observation. Okay, third component will be the observation. Okay, in the action, think is nothing but what is the thinking? Who is going to think? The LLM, right? LLM model. It is going to think. The action, who is going to perform the action? Tool is going to perform some action, different tools. And then observation, we are going to perform this observation. Okay, this React agent, it is work in this flow. Okay, it is work in the think, then perform some action. From this action, it will go into observe, and then observation, it will go into work inside this loop. Okay, this React agent is work in this loop. Think, action, observation, think, action, observation. Okay, so this is the agent. It is very famous agent. We are going to utilize this agent. We are going to understand. Let's suppose, okay, let's suppose here user is asking the query. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so anyone need help to get this AWS or Azure credit? If anyone need can help to get this AWS. So, Jay, you can say, right? Yes, we can definitely get this Azure and AWS credit free. Okay, I will going to showcase later part. Okay, do not worry as of now. Okay, we can definitely, we are going to create the free tier account for the AWS and Azure. Okay, so that we can utilize the free of cost these services. Okay, got the point. So now concentrate here. So now you can see here, what is the question here? So here we are passing this user query as a prompt. We are going to pass this user query as a prompt to the agent. Right, we are going to pass to the user query to the agent. Right, this agent, what will do? So now we are not directly passed to the LLM, guys. Okay, we are going to use the React agent. In this React agent, what is the framework? It is going to work in this framework React. Okay, it is going to work in the React framework. In the React, what is happen here? React, you can see. Okay, just wait, guys. Okay, do not ask your question. I will give the time. Okay, just concentrate here as of now. Okay, in the React, what will do? It will go into utilize this. Okay, it is going to first of all think. Okay, it is going to think. Then it will going to perform some action. Okay, it will going to perform some action. Then it will going to observe this. Right, it will make some observation. Okay, it will going to perform some observation. Means let's suppose user is asking this question. What is the temperature? Okay, let's suppose what is the weather condition in the New York? Okay, user is asking what is the weather condition in New York. Okay, let's suppose user is asking this question. Then agent, right? This question will pass to the agent, and agent is working on this loop. Okay, React. In this React loop, it is going to work. It will first pass to the think. Okay, who is going to think? The LLM, right? LLM is going to think. Okay, so here the thinking capability, right? Who has the thinking capability? This LLM model, right? LLM has the thinking capability. What is the question? It is going to think. Right. Whether I can answer this question. What is the question? The weather condition, weather condition, weather condition in New York. So I don't have the real capability to search. Then it will think I need to call this some tool. Okay, so it is having the some tools to perform this action. Okay, so we are going to add some tools here. Okay, there are the multiple tools here. Okay, tool 1, tool 2, tool 3. Okay, we have the multiple tool like this. Okay, tool 3, tool 4. We have the multiple tools. Let's suppose this first tool is we have for the weather, get weather. Okay, to get this weather, this tool is there, get weather. This tool is there. Okay, now this LLM is think. Okay, LLM will think and it will think. Okay, I need to get this weather in this New York condition. I don't directly generate this response because I don't have the capability to web search. So it will think and it will going to think. And what is the action it will going to perform? I need to call some tool. Okay, I need to call some tool. So this user query, right? User query will pass. Just 1 second. Okay, this user query will pass to the action mode. Now in the action, what will happen? In the action, it will going to perform some action. Okay, this user query will pass to the tool. Okay, this tool, and from this tool, what will happen? This tool will get the context, right? Tool will get this context. Get whether tool will get the context. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so this get weather tool, what will do? It will find that the temperature, right? It will this get weather. It will find the weather condition in the particular New York City, and it will provide the context, right, to the tool, right? Then what will happen after this, right? After this, it will going to provide to the observation mode. Okay, it will going to observe whether this response is we got the response or not. Okay, it will go to the again back in the loop. Okay, then again LLM will think. Okay, now initially we have the question. Now we have the answer also, right? We got the context, which is the correct context. Okay, then we got the context plus user query. Above the user query was there, the context is there. Now it will going to generate, synthesize this response. Okay, it will generate this. What is the user query? What is the weather condition? It will going to properly generate this response. Okay, based upon this user query and response. Then this context, right? This response will back to this agent, right? Agent will back to the user. Okay, this is how we are getting the response. Okay, this is the user query you get address. Okay, this is how we are going to address this user query. Now let me ask this another question here. Okay, so let's suppose who is CEO of OpenAI and what is the square root of what is the uh, square root of age, right? Age of his age. Okay, what is the square root of age? Okay, let's suppose this is the two questions. Okay, what is the square root of his age? Okay, so first question is the who is the CEO and what is the square root of his age? Okay, so now you can see this prompt will pass to the agent. Okay, agent don't know, right? So agent will what to do? This agent will going to work in the React mode, React framework. This user query passed again to this edge React framework. In the from this React, what will go? It will pass to the LLM model. LLM will think. Okay, now LLM will think. What is the user query? So it is find the two parts. Okay, what is the who is the CEO of company? Okay, and the second part is the what is the square root of this age? What is the square root of this age of this CEO? Okay, this is the two parts. So then you can think, I don't know who is the CEO. Then it will go to the tool. Okay, it will think. Okay, it will think decide to go for the tool. Okay, then it will pass this information. It will going to pass this information for the action. Then it will let's suppose this second tool is there. Okay, to get this web search. Okay, web search tool is there. Web search tool is there. Okay, this web server tool, what will do? So this user query, right? User query we are passing here, okay, to this tool, and this tool will search on this and will find this, right? Who is the CEO? This CEO of this company. There is a person, right? One person name is there and one age is there. Okay, that person will get this context. Okay, we are getting this output as a context here. Okay, then what will do? So this will pass to the again. Okay, so observation. Then it will go back, right? It will go back to again. It will go back to this the LLM think now we got the context. Okay, we got the context. Who is the CEO? The CEO is nothing but the let's suppose Sam Altman. Okay, the CEO. Let's suppose right the particular company and the age is let's suppose 40. Let's suppose. Okay, but what is the question of this? Right, we want the square root of. Then again LLM think. Okay, again this LLM will think what is the square root. So I can whether I need to call this tool. No, LLM can make the calculate right the square root. Then it can think until calculate the square root of this by its own without any tool calling. And then again this final response will pass to the agent and agent will pass to the prompt of user back. So this is how it is going to address this question. You got the point now, guys? How it is going to work in this loop at the back end? Yes. Yes, you can see the React, right? React is nothing but the one tool. Agent is the one types of agent is the React. It is going to work in the React is you can see it is a simple framework. Okay, it is one kind of framework. You can see that you can have this action. Okay, you can have the think, action, and this observation in this framework. Okay, React is the one kind of agent, and this agent is working on the loop. Okay, this agent is working on the loop. That loop is nothing but the think, action, and observation. Got the point? Sadly, neural networks using the React agent. So now you can see in the React agent, we are having this. Okay, so neural network is the right. It is trained. This LLM model on trained is in the neural networks. So definitely, indirectly, there will be neural networks, but not directly. Indirectly, there will be neural networks in this agent, React agent. What will do? So it will going to think. How it is going to think? It will going to understand right the what is the user input, what is the question. It will going to break down into the step-by-step action, right? And then it will going to perform whether I can do it or I need to call these tools. So it will going to utilize this decision making. Okay, React is not a Node.js, guys. Okay, React is a different. Okay, React is not a React.js. Okay, it is a different. Okay, React is not a React.js. Okay, so it is a React is just the thing three things: action, right? Think, action, and observation. Okay, this is a React. Okay, reasoning and thinking. So please share the past demo video link. Past demo video link you can see here. If you go to here. Okay, you can join this WhatsApp community group, guys. Okay, if you join this WhatsApp community group, now you will get this recordings all there. We have shared in the WhatsApp group community. If you go here, upcoming batches, you can join this WhatsApp group community. Okay, you can just open this right WhatsApp group community here. I will provide this link. Okay, so you can join here WhatsApp group community so that you can get the all the recordings, right? Previous recordings also. Okay, got it? Yes, no? Okay, any question guys now? Anyone, any questions? Okay, okay, great. So yeah, we'll stop here for a day. Okay, we can continue tomorrow. We are going to hands-on practice on this AI agent and MCP server. Okay, in the tomorrow session. Okay, in the today's session, we try to understand what is the AI agent. Okay, this AI agent is nothing but the smart software assistants that can think, decide, and act on your own behalf, right? That is the AI agent is nothing but the, let me write the definition here. Okay, what is this AI agent? The AI agent is nothing but the, okay, the smart software assistants that can think, decide, and act. Okay, act on your behalf and achieve goal, to achieve goal. Okay, you see, to achieve the goal. So that is called AI agent. To achieve goal. Okay, so it is not just answering, guys. Okay, this AI agent, it is not just, okay, not just answering. Okay, not just answering the user query. Okay, user query. What will do? So it will going to make some action. Okay, it is but making action, decision, and working step by step. Okay, working step by step until job is done. Okay, working step by step until job is done. Okay, job is or goal is achieved. Okay, so this is the, so here you can see in the generator, right? In the chat GPT, we are going to ask this question. What will do? Let's suppose I want to book a flight. So it will going to give the right how we can book the flight. But AI agent, what will do? It will going to search the flight, compare the price, and it will book. Okay, so this is how it will going to perform some action. It is a proactive. It will work on the step by step. It will going to make a plan. It will going to execute the plan. Okay, so this is called AI agent. Okay, I hope you got the clarity. What is the AI agent? If you have any question, you can ask now. Jay Bhaskar. Okay. Yeah. So just to understand this, right? What are the notes I'm going to share you guys after this class? Okay, just go through it one more time. Just rewatch this recording also. Okay, tomorrow I'll give some assignment. Okay, tomorrow I'll give some assignment. You can definitely have this hands-on on this. Okay. As of now, we will not implement anything, right? Just work on this, explore on this part, AI agent. That is sufficient for today. Okay. Then tomorrow we are going to implement this. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll stop here, guys. Okay. Yes. Any Alan, Jay, Sadin, if you have any question, you can ask. Others also, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay. I missed right some of the questions. Anyone need to AWS Azure? Yeah, I heard AWS Bedrock. We are going to cover. Azure, right? Azure services we are going to cover. Right. I have covered this most of the right. Right. Haman Kumar. I think you are facing some issue, right? Others are not facing issue. Right, make in it. Yes, we are going to cover up this. Yes, any other question, guys? Yeah, means it is the same kind of in the SQL, right? We have those triggers and procedure. It's kind of a replica of this, right? You can, yes, definitely you can correlate it. I'm currently in your AI batch. Is going to include this agentic AI and agentic RAG. I need to register for this class new. Certainly, you can see this artificial intelligence. We are going to have this agentic and right the generative also, but this is the basic level, right? But advanced level, if you want to learn, you can definitely enroll for this in this course, because in this uh, right artificial intelligence, we can going to cover some of the use cases and the generative and agentic AI. But if more advanced, right, more focus on this generative and agentic AI next 3 to 4 months for only generative and agentic AI, not for the artificial intelligence like traditional machine learning. Okay, there also we have some of the basic use case. Okay, how can implement agentic and generative solution? But in this case, it is a full right, full of this generative and agentic AI hands-on and implementation also. Yeah, I think I have answered all of your questions, guys, all of the queries. what is the main AI agent as per the current trend. You can see the GitHub Copilot is the AI agent. Okay, we are going to utilize, and Devin AI guys. Okay, Devin AI, right? This GitHub Copilot. Okay, we are going to utilize this. Okay, AI agent. So these are the currently in the market. Recently, we are going to utilize. Okay, and there are the lots of chatbot already developed, right, for that purpose. Okay, so here, how good we require to be Python or framework to be good at agentic AI. So now, can see guys, okay, so we required some right hands-on practice on the Python, so that what are the custom solution we are going to build. So we are in the position to build that solution within the code. Okay, so we can have this basic understanding how can write the code, how can write the functions, how can write the class, okay, how can write the loops, okay, if else statement. That is very important. And writing the function is very important. Function models package and the if-else statement. Okay, so this kind of knowledge we require, okay, to understand this the AI application building process. And framework, land chain, land graph we require. So this is the I'm going to cover up, guys. Okay, do not worry, the Python and framework I'm going to cover in this course from the right basic to advanced level. So you don't have to worry, but the basic minimum Python requirement is there. If you are not, you can learn it from anywhere, guys. Okay, I'm not insist right to learn here itself, but if you learn personally also, just learn the Python is very important. 10 to 15 days at least spend on the Python. Oops can set, function topic, and then if else statement, right? Model packages, very important to understand this different GitHub repo, okay, to implement the solution. So that is very important. Okay. And the framework, LangChain, LangGraph, Agno, Kriware, okay, these are the frameworks are very important to build this agent and multi-agent system also. So all right, so we'll stop here, guys. Any other question if you have, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll stop here. Okay, no questions. Okay, all right. So have a great day. See you tomorrow. Okay, same time. Bye.